Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be looking at this 1980 Chevy truck. It's a short wheelbase. It's a C10 Cheyenne. We just picked up this truck and we're going to be doing a few videos on it. We're not going to do a whole restoration videos or anything, but we are going to try to get it running and driving. It does have a motor and transmission in it, but as you can see, just for transport, I went ahead and latched the hood with, and I need to, I can't get it off. It won't come off. But anyways, I latched it and I put the strap on it to keep the hood from flying out as I was towing it. But it does have a V8 in here, under here. And it's supposed to be a 383 stroker with an automatic transmission and headers. So we're going to be looking into that part of the motor and everything. And if you come around with me, I just want to give you a close-up and just kind of a teaser of what this truck looks like. As you can see, the truck has been lowered on the front and back. It looks like the front is been lowered more than in the back. And you can see all the parts that came with it. I just piled the parts in the back right there. So there's some extra parts that came with it. It does appear to have some rust, as you can see right here on the corner, right there on the corner of the cab and underneath the door, right there. And also in here. Let me show you in here, inside the cab, right there where the seal plate goes on the where you would step in there. So that's something else. We don't know how far I'm gonna fix this truck. I guess the plan will be first to get it started and then see what we got and kind of go from there. As you can see, and we just threw all these parts in here, and this is the dash that came, you know, of course it's just, the dash is not that great, but I just moved it so I can see. But you know, dash in it, the seat looks really good. It looks like maybe someone had recovered it at one time. They had modified the shifter to be on the floor. Still kind of iffy. It's not attached properly. Got a gauge hanging there. So, you know, it's got quite a few things that I need to look into and make sure that I get all that straightened out. Door panels are loose. They're just there. But, you know, this is the basic truck. And I can see some rust there. Swell in the corners, which is typical of an old vehicle. This is a 1980 model. It looks like someone had done a quick paint job for it to look kind of decent, but you know, if you look up closely, it really looks kind of bad. They had left, you know, the tape where they had taped this chrome here, but it's not really. It may look better than on the video than what it looks like here, but it's not that great. I do know that it's got brand new fenders on it and a brand new hood. They're aftermarket, and I guess they're going to be fine for this build. Let's see. I was poking around here because I saw that it was kind of bubbling up on this fender lip, and I found some duct tape that someone had quick, you know, they did a real crappy job of doing this body work, and I just went like this, and all this started coming off. So for sure, it's probably going to need a patch panel here to get that done. As a matter of fact, here's the patch panel here and some other items that came with the truck. An aftermarket patch panel that goes over the fender. I'm just going to lay it up here for right now. Extra parts, window regulator, an extra core dash, you know, window, other parts here, fan shroud, all this stuff over here. It's a lot of the weather stripping. We just threw all the parts in there that came with the truck. An extra bumper, more weather stripping, more weather stripping. So pretty much we got all the weather strip kit for this. And inside this toolbox, there's a lot of extra parts that go to it, like the hood hinges and hopefully regulator, nuts and bolts and things like that. This is the front bumper that we removed from the front because it was not really attached properly. so I didn't want it to come off as I was towing it. Let me show you the tailgate. Let me put this down here on the side. This bumper is in real good shape. Nice chrome. It's got those little bumperettes or bumper guards, whatever you want to call them. So it looks really nice. The tailgate looks pretty good. It does have some dents, and it looks like they tried to fix them, but they didn't. They did not fix them. They just kind of sent it down on them. But I was happily surprised that the tailgate is intact and it does not have any rust on it. It also came with the new bumper. Look how nice and shiny this bumper is. So it looks pretty nice. Let me open this up. The bed is pretty decent. I think you can see part of the original color here. I don't know if it's like a medium brown or maybe like a bronze color. I have to look at decipher the codes for the paint and stuff like that, but it looks kind of neat. It does have some rust, maybe a little bit here on the seam that goes on the wheel well there and there, but not too bad. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Got a pretty good deal on it. But like I said, we need to get it running and get it driving, and then probably gonna sell it and have someone else finish it up to their liking. Let me open this door here so I can show you. Let me see. Let me put this dash a little bit better in there so you can see this dash. But as you can see, it's got the plain dash with how many miles does it show on there? 15,232. I'm sure you know that one's probably over 100,000 miles. Brake pedal and gas pedal just hanging there. Some switches here just hanging around. There's no lens on this instrument cluster. It looks like it's a plain Jane steering column. Yeah, they took off the steering. The shifter lever. I'm sure you know it had a shifter here on the column, and of course, like I said earlier, they dropped the automatic shifter there on the floor. Not very good. You can see more of the rust here, and you can see they like through there, so that needs to be addressed. But I don't know how far I'm gonna take it as far as how much I'm gonna fix it. Finally got to unwrap this strap that I put on here. The reason why I couldn't take it off is because I had put a bunch of knots on there to make sure it didn't come off on the freeway when I was towing it. So let me get this off of here. So I want to show you that engine. There's nothing really extraordinary about it, but I want you to see it. Put this foam on here to protect those fenders and the hood. They're aftermarket, but you know they're nice and straight. There's no, they're not dented or rusted, which is a real good start. It does not have any hood hinges, so I'm just gonna lift it up. I'm probably gonna have to get a stick or something to hold this hood open. So let me see what I can do. Well, you know, maybe my assistant can just take some video of this motor. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me put this down. Let me see if I can get a stick under here. This is kind of hard to hold. I found this board, and I think I'm going to be able to hold the hood up so we can see a little bit better, and we don't get this hood chop my head off. So I'll put it right there, or where? Probably there and there. It's a little bit unstable, but there you go. Your typical small block Chevy that is supposed to have a lot of work done to it. Later on in the video, or maybe on the next video, I'm gonna kind of try to verify what the owner has said on this vehicle. He said that the motor was rebuilt and they had roller rockers, you know, 383 stroker, 30 over, that kind of stuff. Hasn't been run or for a long period of time or anything like that. It does look like everything is there, you know, fan, power steering, alternator. Um, the firewall looks like someone had done some repair work there. It almost looked like, yeah, someone had put some fiberglass here. So I could imagine probably has some rust issues back here. You can really see the paint here. It does look like a bronze color. So it's pretty neat color. So probably has some issues here with rust. Oh, there you go. So that's probably something needs to be addressed or looked at. Either me or whomever ends up buying this truck after we get it running properly. But it shouldn't be too bad for someone that have got a little bit of skills to do that. So these trucks are pretty easy to fix and pretty easy to take care of. You can see the headers. There's no exhaust system in it, so it's got open headers. So I know it's going to be loud when we crank it up. From what I can see, it's got power brakes, power disc brakes. So the radiator's in there, 4-barrel carburetor. It looks like there was no AC, like this truck was not equipped with AC, but I'm sure, you know, someone can probably put aftermarket AC in if they wanted to later on down the road if I decide to sell it. So this is what it looks like. Let's see. It does have emission decal here, apparently, and that's probably what I thought. I was suspicious of what engine came on this originally, but it looks like it used to be a six-cylinder, a straight six-cylinder vehicle truck. So it's not a big deal, you know. People put V8s in these trucks all the time, so not a big deal. So that's what it looks like. You can see the underside of the hood. You can see the underside of the hood. It's an aftermarket. It's nice. Um, it looks like it needs a hood latch here. That's why it wasn't working properly. It needs the hood hinges. The same thing on the fenders. They're aftermarket and they're brand new. So it's kind of good. They're not rusted or dented. Same thing with this one. It looks like the wheel wells are in real good shape. They look original. The battery tray, there's no battery tray. It does have a piece of wood here to keep the battery from falling into the hole. And we remove this. Oh, here's what's left of the battery tray. That's the battery tray. So I have to get a battery tray that way the battery will sit in there properly it does not move and go everywhere. Um, so, yeah, give me some comments. Let me know what you think about this. But yeah, we're gonna get going in this and get this engine running, kind of like we did with our other projects. So pretty much, I'm going to be jumping around from several projects. I'm probably going to do a couple of videos on this, and then I'm going to jump around and do some videos on a '67 Mustang Fastback that I have, and also probably going to jump around after that, back and forth depending on what parts I get for what car, and then we're going to be jumping around with a '68 Charger that I have also. Between that, so try to keep you guys interested. So bear with me. I'm just going to try to give you as much content as I can. So I do have some interesting cars that I'm going to be working on. So please subscribe and like and give me some comments. But you know, this is going to be a neat one to do with, you know, especially for truck people who like trucks. I like trucks. So thanks for sticking until the end. And this is just a overview on this truck, a 1980 Chevrolet Cheyenne short wheelbase. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this video and you got something positive out of it, please like and subscribe. Thanks for sticking until the end. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.